Hello, welcome to another episode of Indigenous Survival. I am your host, Jeff Soaring Hawk Gibson. I'm back up here at Browning Mountain. It's been a little while, and I thought I'd come up and I got some stuff I'm leaving for the watcher, but this time I'm doing something a little bit different. I have noticed there are some people that comment on some other YouTube content where it's hard to find the actual trails because there are a lot of splits. So what I'm doing is I'm hanging these little markers. If you see one of these markers, unless somebody's took it down or I'm putting them up there pretty secured, they are kind of unique. It's a native design. So if you see one of these, rest assured you are on the right trail. But just to make sure, I'm not going to say to you, I don't want you to go, oh, if I see one, that has to be the right trail. Look around, make sure if you see one here, because I'm going to have them spaced every so far apart up until where do you get actually to the site itself.
There is some on the trees.
And if you notice, there are some trees that will have orange paint where somebody done basically the same thing. But bark does break off. Now, I'm not saying this is going to stay up here forever. As long as this tree is standing and nobody comes up here being stupid and cut them down or take them or throw them. But what you should do is, just because I'm saying I'm putting these up here and it is a marker for the trail, but be safe and go, okay, hey, look, I see this one. I'll look around a little ways. If I don't see another one, then come back to where you've seen the one that you did see and then look at the other trail. Just to make sure nobody took them and moved them. So, with that being said, I'll take you up a little ways and pick up again. Okay, this is one of the gifts I made for the watcher. Being Native American myself, I really do believe he's here. I do have other video of him, actually. You can see, which I will be putting on as a different video. Some of the still pictures and video and audio, actually, of, I don't know, I call it the watcher, this voice of him. It's up to you for your own interpretation. But this is a little wind chime I made for him. Since I put this up, I know there's acorns falling and a few other nuts falling, but there's been some strange vocalization, if that's what you want to call it. So I want to see if some of my other videos that I shot that was up here while I'm up here today, that I just shot for the sound up here, if they pick it up, if I picked it up, then it will be included in this video. But again, please, everybody's been respectful so far on other stuff I've left over the past year or so. They have appeared in other videos from other people and nobody has taken it. They have been leaving offerings. So please, I know how many people may be tempted with some of the stuff I'm going to be leaving up here today that you will also still see in this video, because I'm not done yet. Please leave the stuff. Please don't destroy it. Okay? Being Native American, this site is very special to me. But again, this is here. I've been hearing, since it's been up, I've been hearing low-pitched vocalizations, kind of like a humming sound. It's never been up here before. I've been up here a lot. So, yeah. Okay. You already saw the wind chime that I made. This is a ceremonial designed war club. See, in my culture, you leave offerings to the spirits. This is yet, just for me, another offering to him, because this land was owned by the Miami Indians. Okay, I'm 3/4 Miami Indian. I am the direct descendant of Chief Little Turtle. I'm his great-great-grandson. So all this means special meaning. Yes, this takes time for me to carve and decorate and everything like that. just like the wind chime, this here alone took me a little over a month. Sometimes the wood cracks, so, you know, there that goes. And you got to restart over. Please be respectful of the stuff. I know everybody has so far, and, you know, and everybody has been nice and leaving. One of my earlier gifts from I don't know, over almost 2 years ago, has left little stuff as an offering, and all that's fine. That is not the phone, of course. But people's left little things, money, stuff like that. Somebody left a chair. Now, I do want to say one thing. Now, so to me, this is like a shrine to me. Like, no more different. Coming up here to me is like people going to church. So, everybody's been respectful. I haven't seen trash up here. And no, I do not own this property. Hopefully, maybe one day I get enough money, because I'm supposed to go on the show alone. And if I win it, you know, my goal is to see if I can't buy Browning Mountain. But that's a dream of mine. But anyway, in the very beginning of this video, you saw those markers I showed you. Well, I'm going to put a couple more of those markers out leading to the pond up here. Because when you get so far back, there's a couple of little trails that do not take you to the pond itself. So, yeah, if you're interested in going to the pond, look for those markers. Just remember, up here it gets a little crazy. Sometimes the wind howls really much. Sometimes it dies. Sometimes you'll hear moans. Now, not every one of those moans is going to be a watcher. They could be, who knows. But I know I personally have seen it. My wife has seen it. I've caught it on tape on some of my videos up here. Taking a picture of my lovely wife who's taking the video right now. It's appeared behind her.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and I haven't put those out because well, the pictures of my wife, no, they're not nudes or dirties or whatever you want to call it. My wife ain't showing anything off in it, but I just don't know if my wife wants her picture put out there. But with her permission, I know she's my wife of, at the end of this year, towards the end of this year, we'll be 30 years. I know people think, well, hey, you've been married that long, you could just do. No, that's disrespectful. I still want to make sure it's fine with her before I go putting a picture of, it's not really of her, but it is of her, but it's what's behind her that my son will have to draw around to let you see. But it's here, put it that way. If you're,
I've seen him down here.
he usually hangs in this area, and he's in spots that you, as a human, cannot be at. We don't hover in the air. It'd be kind of cool if we got backpacks where we can hover, but that's the jets and stuff. So, yeah. And one other thing, whatever you bring in, please bring out. Unless it's something you're going to specifically bought to leave up here. Like I made this. I made the wind chime. I'm the one that made that stuff. And as the weather takes its toll on it, I will be replacing it. Working on one now, a newer bowl made out of Indiana white cedar. You know, so to replace that. Because it's cracking, it's showing well more of its age. All the other decorations that was on it's gone, wore off. But everything I use is biodegradable, so you know there's no chance of it doing anything. But yeah, I got a styrofoam cup down here that's going back out. But I do want to just say one thing. I'm going to come around this way. So it's stuff like this. I will probably have to carry this down.
It's tore up.
You know, it's tore up. I don't even know why you would carry a chair all the way up here. I don't. There's rock. My wife's got MS. she was sitting on a rock a few minutes ago drinking a Dr. Pepper. So last time we was up here, we sat up here and we ate lunch. But all that stuff went back with us. So I'm not sure why you would carry a chair up here, but okay, you carried a chair. So maybe it's for somebody who's disabled. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say that's fine. But don't leave it up here. You know, and you know, if you do tend to take anything from here, like a souvenir, like a rock or something, please do yourself a favor. Ask permission and be quiet. After you ask, just be quiet and wait. Have everybody be quiet, because you will hear an almost immediate response. Now, see, sign, whether you're, you know, a religious church person or what, if you ask, now, like I said, signs come in various ways. It could be something no more different than an acorn falling. But you could take that as a sign. If you're said, can I take anything? Can I please take a rock with me? If you wait a few moments, at least a couple minutes, and you don't hear anything, that's a sign that says no. I got a rock at home that a feather landed on. Now, I don't even know where the bird came from, because there's no birds, there's no animals up here. I have not seen animal one, but I've seen all kinds of food for them. Acorns, walnuts, rose hips. The list goes on. I haven't seen a single solitary thing. But the very first time I was here, I made that instant connection. I asked if I could please take a rock, and a feather flew out, came from nowhere, and landed on the rock. That rock is now in a very nice place in my home. So yeah, like I said, if you ask, generally you will hear something. I mean, I could do it right now, but I'm planning on going to the pond, and then I come back, I probably will, because there's a few things I like, you know, little branches I like to take to make into a few other items. So before I even do, I will ask. And if you wait, you will usually hear a noise close to you. That's all I can say. It could be like right now, it could be acorns falling, walnuts falling.
Or it gets dead silent.
Or it will get super dead silent. Now usually that's a sign that says no. In my culture, that would be the spirit saying no. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the pond next, and like I said, look for those little, there's going to be a couple more markers. See, like right now, I got acorns falling. You're going to say, yeah, that's the wind. Yes, it is the wind. But mind the acorns, by the way, they do hurt when they hit you in the head.